Hello, 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 Taurus. How are you guys doing this week? Hope everybody is good. Hope everybody is safe, healthy, and strong. So I'm Patty with, I was going to say Get Balanced 2020 again. Divine Warrior Intuitive. It's been a long day. But we are here to do your reading for the 21st through the 27th. And so let's get started. Woo! This has been a really interesting month so far. Remember, we are in the retrograde. We are actually in the new moon, first quarter of the new moon, and we're headed towards the full moon. So we're in the abundance, but somebody's stuck. Who's stuck? Who is stuck? So, for those of you that are brand new, what I'm doing right now is getting the energies for the week, the 21st through the 27th, and we are going to see what those energies are in the retrograde. This is interesting. I have the Sacred Pool. I haven't had that one for months. So we're going to read that one. And so then when we get these energies, then I'm going to go ahead and see what the cards have to say for you. What's going on this next week with the retrograde, the moon. I'm looking at some numerology here. 7, 10, we got 11, and we got 6. So something's actually manifesting. You're right on the right mark as far as that. And is what I'm trying to say, which I can't be articulate today for whatever reason, is that you're on the right path. So stay where you're going. Even though you feel like you're stuck, keep going. There is an energy there that is behind you. There's a newness coming in. So just remember that for the numerology part of that. All right. Okay. So something flipped. I thought I saw a flip. Maybe not. Nope, guess not. Wow, that's weird. I swear I felt a flip. Okay, I'll watch this here. Nope, guess not. All right, looks like those two energies are our energies for the week. So we have stuck in the mud. So somebody's stuck in doing something or in a pattern or a cycle that they're not being aware of, or they're not being made aware of that they do have, and we need to find out what that is so you can get rid of it. Being stuck can be a good place because, you know, if you do not take the time yourself, the divine will put it there for you. He will actually make it for you. And so if you like, it's sort of like if you're working too hard and everybody's saying, you know, you're working too much, you need to slow down, blah, 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 and you're not paying attention, and there's several people telling you how to do that, well, the divine will stop it right there, make you sick or make something happen so that you literally go down for a while. And that cannot be a good thing. I've been there many times because I'm a workaholic, sadly. And so he has literally put me on my back a couple of times because I wouldn't take the time to do it myself. So if you don't do it, the divine will definitely do it for you. So the energy I want to read on this is the Sacred Pool, because we sort of know what getting stuck is about. We know that it could be cycles. It could be something that we're doing. It could be something that we're not really paying attention to that's keeping us stuck. So let's see what the Sacred Pool is about. I haven't seen this one for months, so I got to read it. So when you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Pool card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Reflect on the Sacred Pool and be at peace with yourself. That's huge this time in the Mars retrograde. Really huge. Can you see how far you've come and how magically your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes when you're conscious and that your embodiment of spirit? It becomes easier to respect yourself and act in good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. I teach this all the time in my spiritual growth, videos, in my spiritual growth coaching. We got to get to the spirit. I mean, God didn't create us the way, or the divine didn't create us the way, or the universe didn't create us the way, whatever you believe in. the way we are for no reason. And there is a special reason that we are the way that we are. So we have to be grateful for that. Oh, thank you. I've already got somebody coming through. So somebody's stuck because they are not happy with themselves. And this isn't for just one person. I think there's a bunch of people out here. I'm feeling this energy, not only resonating with one person, but resonating with several. So you're stuck because you're not happy either. Well, you're a woman. If you're a woman watching this, you're never happy with your body. We always want bigger boobs or flatter boobs or bigger butt with a smaller butt. You know, we always want that, or our nose is too big, or, you know, like me, my lips are too thin, you know, whatever it is. So, but we're never happy with what it is. But the divine is very happy because he created it. So you have to learn to love yourself. So I really get where the sacred pool is, because, you know, when I was bodybuilding and fitness training and all that kind of stuff, a lot of the women that would come to me, they would be, you know, wanting to lose the weight first off. And I was like, okay, let's sit down and talk for a few minutes. And it was almost like a coaching or counseling session, because the thing is, when you're losing weight, it is not about your body. It's about what's going on in here to keep you stuck. It's about keeping you stuck. Same with relationships. Why can't I get a good man? Why do I always pick the bad boys? It is being stuck in a cycle. And this is what's really, really important to learn about. And unfortunately, when I was bodybuilding, it took me all the way to getting on stage. I went from 215 pounds, and in 1 year, on 136, I went down to 136 pounds on a bodybuilding stage. That is, and then I thought to myself, oh, I lost the weight, so I'm all good. No, I was actually still very broken. And I had to get to my spirit, and I had to get to that sacred pool. And that's what we have to do, is we have to understand that anything that we're doing that we are struggling with, it is not this that we're struggling with. It's not whatever the issue is, picking a bad guy or picking a good girl or a bad girl or anything like that. It has nothing to do with our body. It has to do with our thought process and our spirit. And a lot of garbage that we're still carrying from our past. All right. So let's get on to this. So King of Swords, Knight of Swords, woohoo. And then we have the Devil. Go figure, it's Mars retrograde, right? But these two, it's very interesting that these two came out first. The reason why is, what did we talk about just now? We're talking about the sacred pool. The sacred pool is spirit and getting to the truth of the matter. And what is spirit? Spirit is all about truth and love. And what is the retrograde about? Retrograde, this Mars retrograde, is all about finding truth, facts versus fiction. We need to stay away from the fiction, go to the facts. And the truth versus lies. We need to focus in on the truth and not the lies, because he is on your heels. He wants to tempt you. He wants to really get at you, because he knows if you know your spirit and your heart and your mind, he's got to go away. And that's not what he wants to do. So the really big thing here I'm going to say about Mars retrograde is it's a lot of communication conflict, a lot of communication bickering, a lot of anxiety, a lot of animosity. All this stuff is Mars creating this until November 13th. So is that happening in your life? Are you really struggling? It's like your energies are like all like moving, like, you know how when you're in science, you're studying atoms and stuff like that, and they're all bouncing off of each other. Is that a feeling that maybe you're getting? Because Taurus, that is what's happening. So and the thing is, with that happening, it's all about communication. Until November 13th, when Mars gets out of the retrograde. But then we're sort of stuck in it until the end of the year because of the way that the planets are all aligned. The end of the year is still uncertainty. 2020 just sucks, people. It just sucks with the planets, with everything that's going on. But on the opposite side of Mars, and with this, that you're going through and trying to get to the truth of thing, Saturn's trying to do it softly. But when you guys are talking this next week, be mindful, because the devil is right on your heels. He wants you to fight. He wants to be with Mars. Him and Mars are like buddies. It's like, yeah, fight. Oh, get mad. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Get mad. That's what we're waiting for. That's the energy Mars and the devil are doing this next week. So, and that is, whoops, thank you. That is what's going to be stuck in the mud. You're going to keep your stuck in the mud because you're not moving forward if you're not paying attention to the spirit. You got to connect the dots. You've got to look at what's going on this next week, that you can connect the dots in a positive manner, not a negative manner, not lower vibrations, not, lower energies. You got to be lifting those up. It's going to be a struggle to do that, though. But King of Pentacles, you can do it. King of Pentacles. There's something going on at work that is conflicting. There is something going on at work, but the thing is, with the conflicting, it's going away, and the rewards are going to be there for you. The rewards are going to start to manifest. So even if you're conflicting and you're not getting along with, say, a coworker, or something's happening with your boss, or something like that, it's gonna go away, because we got the Knight of Swords going in the opposite direction, and he's making sure that the truth gets told out. So if somebody's playing around and trying, I don't know what they could be doing, but you know what? There's always a negative energy. There's always a naysayer. There's always somebody at work, or it could work. It could be school. It could be anything to do around your knowledge or money, anything like that. Somebody's a naysayer because somebody keeps moving forward with their dreams, and that's when people get really upset, because they don't like to see that. Humans are jealous. They say, oh, we're not jealous. Really deep down, you wish you had what they had, kind of thing. It's hard to be happy for somebody if you're struggling, especially for them to be moving up and you're still stuck. Okay, now this is too. Thank you. So they're wanting me to tell you also too, this is a cycle. Somebody's got a cycle that they can't seem to get out of. They're like on a, what do you call those? A Ferris wheel? And they just can't seem to get off of it. So there's a cycle going on for somebody. I'm not sure who that is, but let's find out what's going on here. Let me see if I can. And that cycle, somebody is maybe not truthful and they're sort of stuck for somebody, or they're used to hearing lies. Oh, okay, thank you. So somebody's used to hearing lies, and even if the truth was there, they wouldn't believe it. It's like relationships that you've been hurt over and over and over again, that you've been lied to, and then you get a really good person, then you just can't seem to trust them. So yeah, there's something going on in somebody's life this is where the stuck is coming in. Somebody's life is just falling apart. Okay. I got two energies here coming through. Two energies. So I've got an energy that actually is very materialistic and actually doesn't want to let go. So this energy here is an energy that is like, I've worked really, really hard. I'm not going to let go of it. It's sort of like a divorce that is messy, or even a separation that's messy for somebody. You know what? You both worked hard for something, but somebody really wants to hold on to it all and it doesn't want to give somebody their fair share. Maybe it's fair. I don't know. but they don't want to give up on that. So for example, if two people bought a house together, one put all the money up, somebody put sweat equity, but then the money looks, the person who put the money up is like, well, I had all the money. But this person like, well, but I put all the work into it. I put all the energy and the work and this, and that person with the money says, you know what, that's not the same. So it's not as important, that kind of thing. That's the energy I'm getting. So it might not be a house. It could be a boat. It could be an RV. It could be something, but of earth value. Sort of, I'm in the horse world, and so I'm getting a horse. Like somebody bought a horse together with somebody paid all the money, but somebody trained it, somebody got it to where it needed to be to do that kind of stuff. I don't know who that's for, because there's not that many people that are horse people, I think, that I have as viewers. But I know that for this, there's a horse person in there somewhere. Okay. Sorry, I got an alert for something, and I want to make sure somebody was safe. So, yeah, so there is an energy there for that. All right, so let's see what else there is for Taurus. Energy's stuck. You got to get it unstuck. Stop those cycles. Turn around. Do something new. Yes. Turn something around new. Again, we have the Knight of Swords. So we have a double. There is movement, and it's going to be fast. Something needs to be done. The truth needs to be told. This needs to happen fast because the devil's on the heels. It's almost like, okay, I got to tell them before so-and-so does, because if they tell them, then they'll lose trust in that person. Sort of like that. It's like, I got to move fast, or I got to do this fast, and make sure that it's all on the truth basis. Even if it was wrong not to tell the person, whatever that is for somebody. So you need to tell them quick before they find out, kind of thing. Because once they find out, then the kerfuffle will be really bad. So we have the Knight of Cups. Message coming in. Now the Knight of Cups is very confident, very creative. He's a messenger too, though, and he's a messenger usually of the heart, and he knows what he wants. He knows what he is needing, and he goes for it. But it's interesting that both the Knight of Swords and Cups came in back to back. Wow. They're both faced in different directions. So you're going to have a choice this week what to do. You're going to either go tell somebody that you have the information they need, and again, do it quickly before somebody finds out, or you're not. I want to find out what this next card is, because if you don't, go tell somebody whatever it is you need to tell them, then... yeah, you need to tell them. Here it is. You are planting a seed right now. Whatever it is, whoever this is for, this is a big one. Whatever this is a big one. You're planting a seed, and it needs to be the planting of the truth, because we have the double knights, and you need to do it quickly. So you need to do it quickly. All right. Trust in yourself. Follow that intuition. Know exactly what you're doing with your intuition, and follow that and trust it, because you're right on the money. And you might be surprised at the person. They may actually surprise you and actually not act the way that you would expect, and you'll be happy about that. I don't know who that's for. So for somebody whose world is coming tumbling down because of money, just remember that let them have it. You know what? You can always replace it. You can't replace your spirit. You can't replace what is not seen. You can't replace children. You can't replace important people in your life. Money and material things can be replaced. But there's a huge, huge fight about money over something. Somebody's trying to hold on. I got a 401k. No, I did this. I hate when people do that. I did this. No, you didn't. The divine allowed it. You didn't do it. That's not even your money. Can you take it when you die? No, it's not even yours. Anyway, that's where it is. So, Taurus, this has been your reading. Sort of a short reading. I'm trying to see if shorter readings help. I don't know if that was good or not, but I hope it resonated with somebody out there. A lot of little different scenarios. We're stuck. Somebody's in a cycling pattern that they're not paying attention to their spirit. Get unstuck. Listen to your spirit. Listen to your intuition. And if you're in a cycle that keeps happening over and over again, try something 180. If you've done something over and over, if you're catching bad men or catching bad women, or I call them man boys and man girls, or not man girls, woman girls, because they're immature and they're playing games still. So try something different. You know, for example, if you kiss on the first date, say, no, I don't kiss. Just an example. So anyway, I'm old, and my birthday's tomorrow, so I will be older. I hope you enjoyed this, Taurus, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I'm on live. Bring a friend next time, share, like, and I would love to be able to have more people on my site, but more importantly, I hope you enjoyed, because I enjoy doing this for you guys. All right, we'll see you next week on the 28th. And hopefully your week, get out of that cycle. Get out of that cycle. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Okay.